Right, so here's a little plate I've made to bolt to the flywheel to stop the engine from rotating. So it just goes into the clutch pressure plate holes. Like so, and that will hold our engine from turning, therefore leaving our timing marks where they are and causing no damage to the valves. Okay, so we've got the bolt in the back and you can see we can no longer rotate the engine. So that's going to save us doing any damage to our valves. So we're going to take the cam belt off now. We have a 14mm spanner. We release the tension on the tensioner. We push it down. We just nip it back up and then we pop our cam belt off. Now I marked this cam belt before we took it off so I know the direction it rotates. So that's the cam belt off. We put it away nice and tidily. Right, while we've got this plate on the back, we're going to loosen our flywheel bolts. So we're using a 17mm and a power bar. Oh, there's some tight ones in there. Okay, then we can remove our plate because we don't need it anymore at this point in time. We will take the flywheel off at a later date. Okay, so we've got our cam belt off, our flywheel bolts are loose. We're going to take our valve cover off. Now the bolts are already out of this and I've removed the spark plugs. And as most of you would have seen, we have rocker arms there which you would have set the valve clearances with Ken. So we're not going to strip the rockers off at this stage, we're just going to remove the cylinder head. We have 10 14mm bolts in there and we'll break them free with a power bar. Now when you're undoing bolts, always start from the outside and work your way in a circular motion. Some people will tell you don't have to do it this way. I was taught to do it this way and that's I've done it all my life and I've never had any failures. Now I'm going into cheat mode. These tools are worth their weight in money. We're using a magnetic tray here, so we pick all our bolts out. Make sure you get the washers with them. As you can see, this is not taking a lot of time. And we haven't broken anything yet either, which is a bonus. Right, we're going to lift our head off, hopefully. Oh, just like that. Come over here. So one of the reasons we need to be careful with our cylinder head, you can see we've got valves that are sticking open. If we just place the head straight down on the bench, we run the risk of bending those valves. So we install these little tools here, cylinder head stands. And there we have our head off and ready for disassembly.